A legend has left us. Giorgio Armani, the man whose vision shaped not just fashion, but the very identity of Italian elegance, has passed away. The world mourns his loss, but for many who knew him personally, the feeling is more profound. For them, he was not just a style icon, but something akin to a father figure. But here's where it gets even more touching, or perhaps stirs debate about legacy versus innovation. Armani's influence extended far beyond the runways and red carpets. On Sunday, former Armani employees, now retired, gathered amidst crowds in Milan to honor his memory. Their presence was as much an act of respect as it was an emotional reunion, reflecting the deep bonds forged inside the legendary fashion house. We're all here because, to be honest, there was no question about coming. It was both our duty and an immense privilege to have worked for someone like him, explained Ornella Gagliolo, one of the former staff members. She added with heartfelt conviction, "To every one of us, he was like a father." All eyes turned to the Armani Teatro, where a solemn queue formed to file past his simple wooden casket, adorned with pristine white roses and encircled by dozens of glowing lanterns. This space, normally reserved for dazzling catwalk spectacles, was transformed into a sanctuary of grief and gratitude. Remarkably, many who visited were not celebrities or influencers, but ordinary people, proof that Armani's appeal reached across social strata. And this is the part most people miss. Armani's half-century career was not just about glamorous gowns and power suits. He built an expansive empire, stretching from haute couture to luxury home decor, always defined by a commitment to understated sophistication. But was the true secret to his success simply his creative vision, or the relentless personal control he exerted over every aspect of his business? On Monday, Armani's funeral will take place in private, shielded from the media glare typical of high-profile farewells. Among those who came to pay tribute was Silvana Armani, a niece who had worked closely alongside him for years. Without direct descendants, the stewardship of his brand will now fall to family members and a tight-knit group of confidants, an arrangement that's certain to ignite discussion about whether Armani's empire can maintain its identity or if it might need to embrace change to survive. Will tradition prevail, or is it time for bold, new directions? So, what do you think? Should those closest to Armani preserve every detail of his vision? Or is it time for the brand to evolve with changing times? Share your thoughts. Do you agree with keeping his legacy untouched? Or do you see value in transformation? The world has lost a giant. How should his story continue from here?